It is always known that in a learning institution, instructors always give knowledge. The students are always being taught. They are given random assessment tests, continuous assessment tests, and all these are done in preparation of an exam to come, main examinations. The main examinations is always to test whether all the lessons we have gone through, we have understood the concept, we are able to apply the knowledge that we have gained. During examinations, the instructor or the teacher always sit to supervise the examinations. It doesn't allow you to make any reference, to ask a friend or a neighbor, because he wants to test you. The instructor knows the magnitude of the test. He knows the challenges included in the test. Yet, he sits quietly watching how you struggle. Not because he doesn't understand, but because he wants something to be produced in you, something very precious. In the same way, when we enter into a relationship with Jesus, through his promises, our hope is fed and our hope grows. At the same time, it comes to points when Jesus tests our hope. He watches, he keeps silence. You may be praying, you may do all the things you think are good, you read the Bible, you consult your friends and your pastor to pray for you, but Jesus keeps silence. For what reason? The book of James chapter 1 verse 3 tells us that knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So our faith must be tried. Our hope must be tested to prove whether it is standing. In the 6th episode, I want to tell you that hope is tested. We have seen that hope is established in a relationship with Jesus. Hope is fed by the promises of God. But remember this, our hope must be tested. Just as gold is refined by fire, hope is strengthened through trials. God does not test our hope to destroy it, but to develop it. This is so interesting. And I love the story of Joseph. We see that Joseph received God's promises through dreams. Yet before the promises were fulfilled, he was first betrayed by his brothers, was accused falsely, taken to prison, and went through a lot of heartaches. Why was all these things happening? You know, at the moment, things were contradicting, the circumstances were contradicting the hope of Joseph of being a ruler. But Joseph's hope survived the test because it was anchored in God. The prison only became a preparation for the palace. This is interesting. Now, the book of 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 7 tells us that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perishes. That the trials that we experience, they refine us, even as gold is refined in fire. Romans 5 verse 3 to 4 gives us a hint that tribulation works patience, and patience works experience, and experience works hope. So what do we derive from this? We should not think that if we have hope, if our hope is anchored in Jesus, we won't face trials. Bible examples teaches us that because we have hope, we can endure trials. God is good. This is so amazing. So we must know that our hope is tested for it to be stronger. And God uses trials to prepare us, not to destroy us. What God promises, He will fulfill in His time. My dear friends, the storm is not proof that God has abandoned you. Sometimes it is proof that God is strengthening your hope. What are some of the experiences you have gone through that seems to contradict the hope you have in life? Don't fear, don't worry. You are able to go through the storm successfully if your hope is anchored in Jesus. Continue feeding your hope with the promises of Jesus. Continue trusting in Jesus. And with Jesus in the vessel, we shall harbor at the shore safely. God bless you.